We the OG family.
Which side? Pick a side, you decide. Team K, Team C. Welcome to the OG family. Yeah. Welcome to the OG family. Just smash that like button.
What's up, OG family? It's your girl Kristen. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our giant family. If you're not new, hey boo, welcome back. Today is December 6th, 2023, and I have a consultation with Dr.Repta to get a plus size tummy tuck. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, why are you getting a plus size tummy tuck? Don't do it. Why are you're like, so there's so many things. One, I have no desire to be skinny again. I do not. I like the way that I look with weight on me. I've seen myself really skinny, I've seen myself thick, and I've seen myself plus size, and I like the way that I look with weight on. I just want a flat stomach. That's it. I love my thick thighs. I have no problem being plus size. I just don't like that my belly hangs. That's it. That's all that I want to fix is my belly hang. And maybe I'm still on the fence if I want to get my arms to match, because I don't want to look like bodybuilder buff. You know what I mean? This is where we're headed right now. All right, hubby's in the car and we're on our way to Dr.Repta, and we will be back. My foot was on the brake the entire time when I was in park. We will be back once we're in Dr.Repta's office. How do you feel? Hold this. How do you feel about me getting surgery? I need to put my seat.
This is a you thing. It's not.
Baby Corey, I can tell you right now, Baby Corey is not happy about it.
If this is what you want to do, this is what you want to do. I can't sit up here and be on your head about something that you feel like is best, that you feel comfortable.
I'm getting surgery today.
I mean, I don't care what it is. You could be 300 plus.
I was 300 plus. But you have loved me when I was small. You have loved me when I was medium. You have loved me when I was real big.
Real bad.
Real big. And you love me real bad through it all.
Right. So it shouldn't matter how I feel. Like, if you feel that this is what you want, go ahead and do your thing.
Best believe it does not matter how you feel. You're not the one who wakes up and looks in the mirror every day. But if it's something that you feel like you would be like, hell no.
But we'll be back, y'all. We're gonna be back.
All right, so we are here. We're outside right now. We're about to go in. Do we need the diaper bag?
Yes.
We're about to go in. I'm so excited.
Let me tell you guys one thing. I'm not excited about this.
She's anti-surgery, Mom. Troy, how do you feel?
I'm keeping my jacket on the whole entire time.
You're not excited?
Yeah, I'm not excited.
All right, hold Sissy's hand. All right, come on. This the old body. I'm gonna go get some quotes on the new body.
My before and after.
Of course I will. Back on Sarah Ray's video, she said that this is like his office, and then that's the sanctuary. Like, that's where they put you after surgery to heal. It's in there. It's like recovery.
Oh, hi, this is Brittany. This is going to be one of our patient coordinators.
Hello.
Hi, I'm so nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. So what we'll have him first is he'll come in, just kind of converse with you, what's going on, what you're seeing, kind of how we can help. Just go over realistic expectations, essentially, and then he'll step out. At that point, we'll let you change into a robe. Then he'll come back in, we'll do, a full body assessment. Again, we can kind of pick apart, like, do you have a main priority? Do you have multiple areas that want to be worked on? And we can kind of just go from there. Myself and Evelyn, we can definitely help you out going forward as your coordinators. But then at the end, once, the consult comes to an end, I'll print out the quote for you and present it. Okay. And then we can kind of go over our options. Again, do you want to do, is tummy tuck our main concern that we want to move forward with right now? Do we want to do multiple areas? And we can just kind of compare and contrast the quotes from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll step out and give you a few minutes. Get comfortable. We'll let him know you're ready, and he'll pop in.
Okay.
All right. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited and I'm nervous. They have implants here.
Yeah, boobs.
Does this feel like a real boob?
I don't know, my hand's freaking.
Yeah, they're massive.
That's a nice office.
This is very nice. And all of the girls are gorgeous. I mean, of course, I feel like it would have to be a... I guess you would want nothing but beautiful women in a surgery place. Because then they're going to be like, yes, baby, yes.
Can I touch the boobs?
You want to touch the boobs?
No.
Mommy, am I weird if I want to also touch the boobs?
No, go ahead.
What
Okay, bitch, you don't play with it, okay? It's not a toy.
Yeah, it's a toy.
Ew, pleasure. That's wonderful. What's your name?
A toy.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
How you doing,
Sir?
Corey?
Good. Make yourself comfortable, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you know, about 50-60% of our patients are from out of town, you know, out of state or out of the
Really?
country. Yeah, so nice to have someone locally. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Perfect. Good. So you guys are local. You're otherwise healthy.
Yes.
No major medical problems.
Mm-mm.
Okay. How can I help?
I want tummy tuck done
Mhm.
because I have like the apron belly.
Mhm.
And I mean, I've gone back and forth with like the arms because I want the arms to match because I don't want to look like a bodybuilder,
Mhm.
but with fat arms. And I don't want anything like lower half done.
Mhm.
And I think at some point, probably a breast lift as well.
Sure.
But I don't want to do everything at one time
Perfect.
because I have
Totally.
little
Yeah.
ones still. So,
And you're local here, you know,
Yeah.
so a lot of our patients are out of state or out of the country trying to get a lot done because they're traveling a lot, long distance, that kind of stuff. But you're local, so there's not a lot of benefit of adding a ton all at the same time.
right.
It's nice to stage it out as well. And the benefit of that is when you come back for our second stage, you can always tweak and touch up the first one too. You know,
Okay.
So you can adjust a little bit. Obviously, I always try to do everything perfectly, but we're humans, right? So,
Right.
you know, we can get not 95%, then you can always get a little bit during the second stage.
Right.
So, we have in-house surgery center. It's fully licensed, Class C surgery center, so same requirements as a hospital. It's in this building.
Okay.
We have a board-certified anesthesiologist. He and I have been working together for 13, 14 years. He's excellent. The hospital is across the street if we ever need it, like as an emergency thing, but we haven't had to utilize that before. We've been in practice for 16 years, doing challenging, bigger cases, so you're kind of in the right place, right? So,
Yeah,
you know.
I did all my research.
Good,
I
good.
did it.
Yeah.
Wrote it down.
It's hard to be good at something unless you do it all the time, or you do
Right.
a lot of it. Yeah, it's like a mathematical equation of the universe.
Mhm.
If you really want to be good at something, you just have to do a lot of it.
Mhm.
Right? I include a lot of different things with my tummy tuck. So I automatically include liposuction to the abdomen, sides of the abdomen, liposuction to pubic area, pubic lift, muscle repair if needed. You know, not everyone that has had 3 kids needs muscle repair. Most likely you will.
Okay.
Chances are the muscles are separated. But I've had patients before. Like I just did a patient last week, had 4 kids, and sure enough, muscles are perfect.
Well, I was watching, you did another,
Mhm.
like, YouTuber, her name was Sarah Ray,
Mhm.
and she documented, and hers, she said that you were like, you did not need muscle repair at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, but I feel like I would.
Yeah, we don't know until we get in there.
Right.
I will do everything in my knowledge and my abilities according to your body's ability
Mm-hmm.
to get the best result possible.
Okay.
There are a couple of different things that I don't have control over. Intra-abdominal fat,
Mhm.
fat underneath the muscles on the organs, can't do anything about that.
Right.
You know, rib cage, pelvic bones, all that stuff. But otherwise, I'll max out my abilities and I'll max out your body's abilities.
Okay.
Good. Questions so far?
Mm.
All right.
Oh, well, like obviously the first thing that I want to get done is tummy
Yes.
tuck, right?
I agree.
So what's the difference, this is mostly for supporters, what's
Sure.
the difference between a plus size tummy tuck and a regular tummy tuck?
Yeah, so by definition, plus size implies BMI is elevated, right?
Mhm.
So whether that's 30, 35, whatever that, everyone has different parameters, right?
Mhm.
the average BMI for our patients for like 50, right? Our highest is 83, right? So for me, anytime that I have to do more to get the same results safely with a higher BMI, that's what I term plus size tummy tuck, right?
Okay.
Because if you do a tummy tuck on someone that maybe is, let's say, quote unquote normal BMI, and you do the exact same procedure on a patient with a higher BMI, that's when the complication rates go up. So that's why the published data during the 80s, they saw that the higher the BMI, the higher the complication rate, right? That's because they were doing the same procedure, right? So what we've done over the last 16 years, we've started modifying how we do things. Initially, we were doing 35 and 40 and 45 BMIs, and we're just modifying it. And so every week we try to learn something new, do something a little better. So now we can get to the 60, 70, 80 BMI and have everyone heal perfectly, right?
Okay.
I'm just a human. I'm not like, bulletproof. So we have had complications along the way, but they've been very small complications. We haven't had any deaths. We haven't had any emergency transfer to the hospital. I had a couple of little wound necrosis kind of issues, but it's been maybe like less than 3 or 4, and they've been usually years back. That's usually when we transition over to like higher category patients, right?
Okay.
So those are all stuff that you just manage to get we'll figure it out.
To get a plus size tummy tuck, do you have to have like a maximum or minimum BMI?
No, to me that's just it's a description of the procedure that I've basically generated over the last 16 years. That's what I termed plus size tummy tuck. That's a registered trademark on there as well. The reason that I use that is it's a even though we're doing a tummy tuck, it's a different type of tummy tuck.
Okay.
But when we communicate in the office and when we generate like quotes and all that stuff, we all just call them tummy tucks. And there's obviously mini, regular, extended, plus size, reverse, endoscopics, all these different types of tummy tucks.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So in my fellowship, I wrote a book with a gentleman called Joe Hunstead, and he and I wrote this book called Atlas of Abdominoplasty, and we put out basically every single tummy tuck known to mankind on there. And then that's kind of how I got my start. I started doing challenging tummy tucks for people that maybe had tummy tucks elsewhere. And then because of that, then I started getting bigger patients, And so once you start doing bigger patients and you do a good result and do it safely, then word spreads and you start doing more. So that's how we got here. So it's an interesting duality because the challenging patients, whether it's previous surgeries or higher BMI, has allowed me to constantly refine how we do things.
Okay.
Right? And then that gets better results and the patients want it, so it's like this nice little, it's a nice journey. I love learning. I love doing my best. I love helping people. I don't like just doing the same thing over and over. I kind of like, standard. Hey, I've maxed it out.
Yeah.
I like
get bored.
I like progress.
Yeah.
I like learning all the time, and then so that's been a nice journey. Yeah.
Okay.
I might need a tummy tuck.
Yeah. Don't Let me give you a gown, okay?
Okay.
There's a gown in here, and so what I'll do is just stay in your bra and stay in your underwear.
Okay.
Okay? Because we'll just look at the tummy, we can look at arms, that kind of stuff. And then I will come back in 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Sounds great. You guys need extra water? Is you okay?
No, we're okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very secure. This is crazy.
I feel very.
I think she feels
feel
comfortable.
very comfortable.
I like how he goes in depth.
I like this robe. It's very
I like how he
comfortable.
goes in depth about everything and situations.
It is.
There was some other questions I wanted to ask about
It's short.
about the dieting and
Yeah, I gotta get my phone so that I can ask the questions.
the healing process.
I'm nervous, but it's like the most exciting type of nervous. Like, you know how when you're about to get on a roller coaster and you're like in the ride? That's what this feels like. Like, I know I'm okay, but my heart is like, all right.
And that's what we want to do. We want to lift the pubic area up as well, right? So we want to put our incision way down there,
Okay.
right? So about half the pubic area gets excised, the rest of it gets lifted. Go and let it go. Good. So your incision goes down there. Your body tells us where to stop the incision. Your incision is going to stop somewhere in this general area,
Okay.
right? So then what we do is obviously dissect up. We remove the skin in this dimension. We pull it down. We end up liposuctioning this, we end up liposuctioning that, because we're really trying to narrow your waist a lot. Got it. And then with the roundness in the center, we're gonna have to figure out how much of this is extra abdominal fat, how much of it is loose muscles, how much of it is intra-abdominal fat. So there's all three things add to this curvature here. I can address 2 out of the 3. So at the end of the surgery, you'll just know that I've done everything possible to address those 2. And then the intra-abdominal fat, if there's a little extra in there, you can always decrease it on your own afterwards. It doesn't negatively impact your abdomen. There is a potential that as I tighten the muscles, especially if they're very loose, go ahead and tighten the muscles a lot. There you go, good. Yeah, there you go. Yep, go ahead and relax. Okay. Yeah, so you do have some muscle probably laxity in there. There's a possibility that as I tighten the muscles, now the roundness goes away, so now the skin is going to be even looser. So you might need a vertical incision.
Okay,
right?
and I did know that in my research, you won't do this unless it's completely necessary.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do anything unless it's completely necessary, right? Because the idea is to do the best result with the least amount of incisions. However, the best result is the number 1 part. So as we narrow your waist, if your waist is narrower and this overlap is gone, but now you have a bunch of loose skin in the center, you're like, I don't like this.
Right.
So at the end of the case, if you have a lot of loose skin, I'll do a vertical incision as well. The vertical incision allows me to go this way, as opposed to a horizontal incision allows me to go that way. So good. None of your tattoos get.
I don't care. I'm not worried about.
They won't be. No, they won't be. I think they'll be perfect. Now, that's good. Did you want to talk about your arms?
Yeah. So the arms, I just don't want it to look like, like even if it's just sucking some fat out, so it just looks like everything just matches. You know what I mean? Instead of me just being like.
You have 2 options. One option is liposuction, but if you go with your arms like this, you see that there is a little bit of loose skin as well, and we can tell there's loose skin because I can grab that much, right? So there's a lot of loose skin there. So one option is liposuction, just debulk it. Let's see what the skin does retracting. Now, your body may retract some, but it may not retract enough, so you might be like, hey, what's up with all this loose skin? That's where the arm lift comes in. The benefit of doing liposuction by itself is that there's no incision, right? The negative of doing liposuction by itself is that there's no skin tightening. So down the road when we come to it, we can discuss it. That's about it. And of course, there's other things that you may want, things that might be an issue, so we can always discuss those.
Well, I know for sure I'm going to come back and get these bad boys lifted.
You know, when we talk about the breast down the road, we probably also want to discuss the back. Just like the front has loose skin, the back has loose skin as well. And so if and when we do a breast lift, that would be a good opportunity to do a bra line back lift. A bra line back lift is an incision across your back, removes the loose skin, all these rolls go away. So as we do the tummy tuck, the back will stay the same, right? So this right here, that will stay the same. Now you can do a tummy tuck and a bra line back lift at the same time. I'm going to undo your bra, but we're going to leave it in place, okay?
Okay.
So here is the loose skin in this area, and if you can imagine an incision here, this is what that will do, right? It'll get removing all this skin here.
Okay. So
you can do a tummy tuck by itself or a tummy tuck and bra line back lift, but you can also just do the tummy tuck by itself and bra line back lift later on.
Yeah.
As long as you know that when we do a tummy tuck, the back doesn't change, right? Because obviously, if you're assuming the back changes and we do a tummy tuck, you'll be disappointed. The back doesn't change.
No. I'm just like mostly here.
I'll just do a tummy. I'll just knock it out of the ballpark. I love doing that, especially if you're local, because then it's instead of doing this big long case, you get a chance to just throw the kitchen sink at one, and then reassess.
Yes, and then we have so many followers that are like, I'm on the fence about. I've heard about the plus size tummy tuck, but I'm nervous about the healing process, and I'm nervous about. They're scared that it's like super lengthy, or that they're not going to be able to get one and then come back and get everything. So like that's why I'm asking as many details as possible, because I want all of them to be able to see the process that it goes through.
The most important part is you have to go. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, you have to go to someone that does a lot of it, and you have to see what their work is, and you have to like it, because then that takes care of almost everything else, right? And of course, safety is important, so then you just figure out what their safety track record is and all that stuff.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions for me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is there? What's the downtime? Sorry, baby. What's the downtime?
The first 2 weeks, you should focus 100% on your recovery, right? So water, bathroom, relax. Get help with kids, get help with hounds, get help with everything else. You should just, all your energy should go to healing. Your body deserves that, right? You've invested time and all that stuff, your body deserves healing. After that 2 weeks, more of the same, unless you have to do certain things. Like I have to go to work, I have to do kids and stuff like that. But the more you can invest 100% in your recovery, the faster your recovery will be. No working out for about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Compression garment at least 8 weeks, probably 12 weeks would be even better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty aggressive with the tummy tucks. The body really needs a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of energy, a lot of compression.
Okay. Okay.
And what about diet?
Diet doesn't impact healing that much. You don't really need food in order to heal. Your body has nutrition on board. I would, if you're going to do anything, I would just tweak it to more real food as opposed to processed foods because the intra-abdominal fat, right?
Okay.
So our bodies were never really built to eat processed foods. And so as we consume processed foods, it absorbs quicker in our GI tract. And whenever we absorb anything quicker in our GI tract, we store it as intra-abdominal fat. So apples, they go down your GI tract slowly because there's fiber in there. So it slowly absorbs the sugar in them, right?
Okay.
Apple juice gets absorbed quicker.
Right.
Intra-abdominal fat, right?
Gotcha.
So anything that's processed, the body absorbs quicker. The first thing it does, it deposits as intra-abdominal fat.
Okay.
Okay.
And then is there any like restrictions before, like for a certain amount before surgery, like no eating or drinking this before surgery?
I usually recommend 3-4 days before surgery eating lighter meals.
Okay.
A day or so before surgery doing a liquid diet. And the reason for that is you have less stuff processing through your GI tract during surgery. So you'll feel better, you'll feel lighter, less chance of constipation, right?
Okay.
Less chance of like bloating and all that stuff. So I do recommend a little bit of cleaner GI tract going into surgery.
Okay.
Not necessarily the type of food, just the mechanically, the kind of foods.
Okay.
Once she gets back home, like is her walking is like immediately or?
Yeah, so what we want you to do is stay hydrated. The body needs a lot of hydration. So if you're going to be hydrating well, you're going to be getting up to go to the bathroom regularly, like every hour. So that's the right amount of walking. If you want to take a quick trip to the kitchen, a quick trip around your living room, that's fine too. Going around the block, not necessary. You're just spending energy that you could be spending on your recovery. So if you take care of the hydration part, the walking part takes care of itself automatically, right? You're going to get up to go to the bathroom.
So minimal walking. That's why we got Top coming to help with the kiddos when this happens. Dad and my sister. How long after surgery are you able to start like working out and going to the gym?
Nothing before 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 to 8 weeks.
Not even a hanky panky?
Yeah.
No hanky pankies.
That one you guys will have to.
No hanky pankies for 6 to 8 weeks. No hanky pankies.
We'll work around that one. So, yeah, just invest in your healing.
Okay.
Yeah, the body takes a long time. I do a lot of liposuction with my plus size tummy tucks. That's bigger surface area, that's more energy drain, and a longer recovery needs. So your body just needs all that stuff. So.
And what's the full, like, to be completely healed after surgery? What is like
Well, once you're 6 weeks out, nothing bad really happens at that point, right? Now, you'll still feel like you had surgery, right? You get tired a little quicker, be a little sore here. Most of my patients will tell me that somewhere in that 3 to 4 month phase, they forget they had a tummy tuck. Periodically, like, oh yeah, all right, now I remember I had a tummy tuck, right? So mentally, they kind of go to that thing. Full healing, who knows, maybe a year or so. But obviously, by about 4 to 6 months, so much of the healing has occurred that you don't really notice the incremental progress, So maybe 75, 85% of the healing is done. So you get about 10%, 15% swelling still resides there for another 3, 4, 6 months after that.
Okay.
Yeah. But by about 4 to 6 months, you'll be like, I'm good. No, I don't feel like it's changing that much. I feel good. I can work out. I can do everything that doesn't remind me of it.
And how soon after, like, let's say after I get the tummy tuck, now I'm like, all right, I love everything. Now I want these bad boys done. How soon is like, are you able to get another surgery?
Yeah, I think the key to that is it a good time in your life with kids and family?
Right.
2 is, do you have your energy back, right? Because if you're like still tired from your first surgery, probably shouldn't go into another surgery, right?
Okay.
That's about 3-4 months out, right?
Okay.
Again, that's that 75-85% out, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm out of questions. I asked all the questions you guys DM'd me to ask.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Any other questions, just let me know. We're here to help. That's about it.
Yay.
Perfect. I'll have the gals bring you some paperwork. And
Okay.
We'll go from there.
Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. See you guys. Thanks for joining.
Wait on the couch. Sit, child.
They're like boring.
I know, right?
It just might happen. And now I just got nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Because I don't want to see you in that pain.
First off, I have a high pain tolerance. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. I have a high pain tolerance, so I'm not too worried about the pain.
I am. But now, like, it's gonna be the.
I pushed the baby out in 2 pushes.
This is way different than a baby. You're getting sliced and diced.
I'm not getting diced. Oh, I am getting diced, I guess.
Sliced and diced. Be prepared.
For what?
For a lot of healing videos and her sitting down.
You're not allowed to prank me while I'm healing. And that's not allowed to happen. Just so you know. If you were wondering, questioning, you're not allowed to prank.
Here you go if you want lip injection.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Many man pictures.
She's very excited about this.
I am. It's exciting.
It is. And I feel like he's a good doctor.
Yeah,
he makes you feel very comfortable.
Yeah, he really
So
does.
it's not because I feel like some plastic surgeons come in there and just be like, yeah, we're going to do this and this and mark you up. And
Right.
hey.
I feel like there's a lot. I feel like some doctors might very much make you feel uncomfortable in the current body you have. And he didn't do that. He wasn't like, yeah, girl, you need surgery. Like,
Right.
he didn't like wide-eyed when I dropped my robe. Because that was, you know that video where the girl got on the scale and dude said, damn.
Yeah.
In my mind, that was what was going to happen.
But I feel like still professional.
But yes,
So.
and he also addressed all of my questions about the other things that I want to get done.
But if you guys have any other questions, post them in the comments so we can write them down and ask more questions when it does happen.
Our surgery center is on this side, so when you check in, you'll go through that door. Okay. And then our sanctuary is right here. Surgery entrance. And then after your surgery, we'll have your lunch that you pick out waiting for you.
How cute.
What? A
And we
steak?
have 2 dual. We rarely have 2 patients at the same time because Dr. Repta only has one set of hands. So this is what our rooms look like. You can opt to stay additional nights, but just the first night is covered in the fees.
Okay.
So we have an adjustable bed. We have a huge bathroom. We always have our patients get up and walk after. That's one of the most important things. We want to make sure that you're moving around. 90% of our patients don't use any narcotics, so we just want to make sure they're getting up, walking around, feeling good. So
Yeah, be very comfortable afterwards. During the procedure, you want to remember this, but he will give you a shot in your muscle, so again, it's long lasting. So again, that makes you really comfortable, still kind of noticeable.
Is that what Sarah, okay, because Sarah Ray was talking about it and she was like, the least painful thing that's going on is the tummy tuck.
Yes.
She was like, if you're gonna get anything done, get the tummy tuck. I was like, girl, you sold me.
I would say Dr. Repta, he wants every patient to have the best results as possible, which means that he does need to be more aggressive when it comes to lipo, because you want it, the more aggressive you are, the more you're gonna get out. So I would say that is kind of where the pain points are, just where the lipo is, but it's nothing like
Excruciating.
Yeah.
You can also
And it's always worth it, because I would rather someone be aggressive and get me snatched.
Do what
than,
you do, Dr. Repta.
Reject
That I trust it.
Yeah.
I've been looking at his results, so he clearly knows what he's doing.
Yes.
15 years plus.
No.
No deaths.
Right. That was like that, and the fact that he works on black women, like that he has so many before and afters of black women, and there's not a lot of doctors that have that. That was like, my mom was like, that's very important. Your guys' skin is different. Like the way your body heals is so different.
Yeah.
And my mom is white, so she was like, that's a factor that you have to consider.
Especially when it comes to scarring, because
That's
when
what
you
she
have more melanin in your skin, you scar differently. And so Dr. Repta definitely knows that, because we have had our black women we work with have the most exceptional scar lines, you can't even see them. Which is just crazy to me, because we'll do revision tummy tucks from other surgeons' works, and their scars are just
Nothing.
She
literally looks so much like Rihanna, I think.
Yeah.
So many people
She's so
comment that.
gorgeous.
That is crazy. Her little black.
You are very, very lucky, girl.
She just came from school, so her hair looks crazy.
It's better.
Yes.
How do you turn this light on? How do you turn the light on?
That's right over here.
How soon after surgery can you shower?
Naturally drains them out. The drains, yeah, are very naturally in your body. The drains, like, at the other stage. It could be 2, it could be 4 weeks or somewhere in between. Yeah. So typically, but I told my husband, like, you know, take a New Jersey shower and like take away the sort of really thick,
I think it's a scary process, but this is something that she wants to do, and I'm not gonna sit up here and get in the way of her, stopping her on her journey. I mean, she feel comfortable and this is her thing. Yo, I have nothing but to be a support system.
All right, OG family, we are home now. Hi. She's sleeping. We are home. I think that the consultation went amazing. First off, everybody's vibe there was immaculate. All of the girls were sweethearts. Dr.Repta is a sweetheart. All of their vibes are just 10 out of 10. So I know a lot of you guys are wondering, well, how much is it, Kristen? How much is it? What was your quote? My quote was $48,000. Okay. A little and some change, right? So there is financing options. They do have multiple financing options. Now I know when I said 48,000, a lot of y'all just clutched y'all pearls, but don't do that. Okay. Because everybody's tummy tuck quote is going to be different because everybody is not the same size. So what I did learn from them is they do charge like per hour. So because he does lipo is included and muscle reconstruction is included in every tummy tuck that Dr.Repta does, he does do lipo and muscle reconstruction, and not all doctors provide that or offer that. A lot of them, if they do provide it, it is a completely separate charge. I also want to add my sanctuary stay, my hospital stay, and my anesthesia is included in that quote. Forgot to include that. So that is included in his tummy tuck, which is why the price is the way that it is. Now, your size, it varies. Your tummy tuck price is going to vary depending on your size because of the liposuction. So because it is technically something that is like per hour for how long they're going to be in there and be doing your surgery, the liposuction is the part that takes the longest. So the more fat you have, the bigger your bill is going to be. If you do want a consultation with Dr.Repta, he does offer virtual consultations, especially for people who are out of state and are going to be traveling in. The room, the sanctuary room is gorgeous and the bed is comfortable because I sat on it, okay? The bed is comfortable. So I'm really excited. We're currently seeing our financing options because I don't think many people just have $50,000 laying around because we sure don't. So we're going to see what our financing options are and then we're going to go from there. They did say that your surgery does have to be paid in full 2 weeks before your surgery date. You can schedule your surgery date once you put down a $2,500 deposit to hold your surgery date. They do require that $2,500 deposit. So don't say, well, I didn't know about that, because you know about it now. Okay. So I'm very excited. This is definitely something that I am going to be doing. And once we find out what, she just grabbed a handful of his hair. Once we once we get a response back on our financing option, then I will schedule my date and I will be telling you guys what my scheduled date is, and then we'll document from there. Until then, this was my plus size tummy tuck consultation. Love you, okay? Bye.